Franklin TV Sports presents exciting Franklin High School basketball. Today on an afternoon matinee game, it's the Franklin High Panthers with a record of 2-3 taking on the Tigers of Taunton, who come to town with a mark of 1-2. Hi neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside the veteran broadcaster here, a Franklin alum, Franklin High alum and Franklin TV alum, Nippon Goyle, and our producer is Chris Leverone. A good game on tap here. A little surprised with the records. Taunton 1-2, Nippon and Franklin 2-3.
Absolutely, Pete. Going back to the days, the past few years for Franklin, these were two of the top teams in the Hockomock League, two of the top dogs, Franklin and Taunton. Looks a little different this year, but still lots of stars for both teams. Happy New Year from our Franklin TV family to yours. Should be a good one today.
Same to you, Nippon. Here we go. It's Franklin in the home white with the blue trim and the orange and black of the Taunton High Tigers. Jumping up would be Sir Duvarna, and he's jumping against James Crowley, and Crowley gets the tap. Give the starting lineup. Jack Sullivan with it for Franklin. He's starting. Ben Scascia, Danny Santos, and Gio Carlucci. And see if we got everybody out there. Also, yep. And I think we got everybody. Here's the drive by Sullivan. He dishes it out. Santos for three. That's good.
Great way to start the game for Franklin, who's struggled with shooting early on in the season. You want to see the ball go in the net early on. Santos does just that.
To your point, Nippon, Franklin has not scored more than 56 points in any game. Here's a drive here coming through quickly, laying it up and missing was Campbell, and the rebound by Crowley. And Gio Carlucci up court for Scascia. Top of the key, Crowley. It's a man-to-man defense. Crowley. Jack Sullivan, a three ball by Scascia, that's good. 2 threes in a row for the Panthers. Wow, talking about shooting, what a start.
Yeah, that's one way to rip the lid off the basket early on in 2026. Scascia from beyond the arc.
2-3, 6-0. Here's a steal coming through for the Panthers. There's a late foul. Scascia is fouled on the play. And the foul is going to be on Nirvani Montero, his first. And Scascia will be shooting too. I thought a little bit of a delayed call on that.
Yeah, it was a late call, but I did see contact by Montero on the wrist of Scascia, so good call. Glad that they got it right.
The left-handed shot is up and good. He'll get another. Franklin pitching a shutout, 7-0.
And Pete, I really liked the way that Scascia played. A few weeks ago against King Philip, he came on as a substitute, had some great energy off the bench, made a couple threes. So in this opportunity starting lineup, let's see what he makes of it.
That was a great victory over KP as well. Oh, the rebound was lost as Carlucci had it for a moment. This is Ray Thelker. We'll talk about him as we get along. And the steal, what the defense by Scascia with Sullivan, and he loses the ball. It's ticked up by Thelker. He'll drive the paint, lays it up, it's no good. He's going to get two. We talk about Thelker. What a great player. He's a college prospect. We'll give you the foul here. I believe it's on Crowley. Just check on that. If it is, that's his first. Thelker, Coach Colby Santos told me, we know he had a great game plan. He has a great game to his credit, Thelker, but he's worked hard in the offseason on his inside game. You just saw that right there, taking it strong to the hoop.
Absolutely, and that takes a lot of composure as your star player to lose the ball and then come back, go inside in the paint, be ferocious. Like you said, Pete, Thelker is absolutely lethal as an offensive player just this season alone. Opening game, career high 37 points. Follows that up with 31 points. Had 16 points against New Bedford, but overall he's averaging 28 points per game this season. Unreal numbers.
And rare, he misses a free throw. A smooth shooter. Tremendous player. Dre Thelker, he filled it last year at this gym against the Panthers. We'll see how he does this year, his senior year. Crowley back. Panthers up 7-1. Crowley in the paint forces it up. No, and he's going to get a foul. He's going to draw a foul, rather. Second foul against the Tigers. It's going to be on Brett McNamara. The officials for today's game are Drew Brum and Jeff Avalone. Crowley shooting two.
Yeah, and in that win against King Philip, Crowley really rose to the occasion. He had 20 points in that game, doing a lot of what he does right there, Pete. Be physical inside the paint, draw the fouls, find himself at the free throw line. So Franklin center really stepping up.
Franklin up by 7. Second free throw for Crowley, and that is nothing but net. Oh, good form by Crowley.
He's got a good shot.
Panthers 9-1 over Taunton. This is McNamara. Franklin in that man-to-man defense. Coach Mike Masto in his first year, his inaugural season here. And the double team and the steal. That's another steal. This time Santos pulled it. Near steal there, but to no avail. Skasha. Santos takes it strong, dishes in the corner. Oh, a beautiful ball. Carlucci for 3. That's wide. That's an air ball. Good movement, but not a good shot there. Quickly, back is Montero. He'll dishes it down low. DeVerna, no. Rebound, no. And a foul called on the rebound. Offensive rebounding for the Tigers.
Yeah, Crowley seems a bit stunned, asking where the foul is as Samuels gets ready to check in.
The foul is on Crowley. That's 2 on Crowley here in the first 3.5 minutes. Campbell makes the free throw. He'll get another. And Crowley will come out and Justice Samuels will come in. Crowley, upon wearing number 55 tonight, he normally wears 5. You know why he's not wearing 5?
Why's that?
They lost the uniform.
No way.
They lost the number 5 somewhere along the line. That's what Coach Santos told me before the game.
Got to make the best of what you can.
Here's Samuels off the bench. Penetration move, up and good. Justice Samuels makes his presence felt.
Yeah, that's one way to announce your arrival. Samuels, nice touch on the inside move.
Franklin ball hawking here. This is Felker. That's the jump shot we know he's got. He's going to shoot 2. The foul is going to be on Sullivan, his first. Dre Felker, senior guard forward. 1 point so far. 3 minutes gone. Franklin, which had scoring problems this year. I said, Coach, is scoring an issue? He said, yes. He said, not that we're not working well. We're getting good positions, good ball movement, and good looks. We're not putting the ball home.
Well, the first step of solving a problem is acknowledging that there is one in the first place. So good on Coach Masto, and I'm sure that these looks are going to go down. We've seen it early on. Great open threes knocked down by the Franklin shooters. Franklin, of course, a team that's been known for their shooting prowess throughout the years.
They're going to give him 3 shots.
Yeah, that looked like a 3.
He makes them all. Smooth player. 4 out of 5 free throws. 4 points now for Thelker. And Carlucci, whistle stops play. Is a shot clock issue. So they'll reset it to 29. It hadn't started on time. Going to backcourt for Skasha. Sullivan, Justice Samuels. Down low, Santos, fadeaway jump shot. That is out, rimmed out. Rebound by Campbell. And he'll leave it. Drive here by McNamara, up and good. Nice play. Montero makes it a 4-point game. The Franklin lead of 9 is down to 4. Santos again penetrates. Nice dish. Good ball movement. The 3 ball by Sullivan. No good. Rebound, Carlucci. Back to Sullivan. Nice fluke for Samuels. What a block by Campbell. Wow. He gives away a couple of inches to Justice, but he timed that beautifully.
Absolutely fantastic from Campbell. I mean, it looked like Samuels had a wide open layup, and then flying out of there was Campbell.
Nice play by the Tiger. Carlucci spins through the paint. Sullivan backpedals, little layup. No, too strong. Rebound Campbell. He'll leave it for Dre Thelker. Thelker, so smooth. Down low for Duvarna. No, rebound Carlucci, skies for the board. 11-7, under 4 to go. Spinning through Skasha, out of control. Bounce pass stolen by Santos. Danny comes through. Contact, no foul. They're going to lose the ball out of bounds. There was contact, but no foul called. Sub coming in for Taunton, E.J. Alves comes in. And checking out is Sire Duvarna. McNamara for Thelker. What a quick first step. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
6 for Thelker. It's a 2-point game.
There he is showing you he can do more than just shoot the three.
Yeah,
He shot out of a cannon.
That's what Coach was saying. He doesn't just have that outside game, which is a terrific outside game. Oh, the steal here by Campbell. Campbell with Samuels there. The rebound, the shot is good. And Campbell is fouled on the play. Foul on Samuels. His first. It's a tie game. First tie of the game. Taunton has come back from being down 9. And Campbell has a chance to make the traditional three-point play. 11-11, 3:17 to go.
Yeah, Campbell's athleticism really on display. He got the better of Samuels on the far side with a block, and now the and one. He glided in the air for those 2 points.
And that's the first lead of the game for Taunton. First lead change. A 10-point run for Taunton. 10-0 midway through the first period. And another near steal, but Sullivan will come back and chase it down. And a timeout called. Mike Masto not happy with this last few minutes of play. They've lost a 9-point lead.
Yeah, good opportunity for Franklin to slow things down, because what we saw in these past few minutes were a lot of telegraphed passes, and then Franklin not being able to match up to Taunton's physicality. Taunton has had no problem pestering Franklin whenever they have the ball with the active hands to knock the ball away. The officials clearly letting them play, wanting this to be a physical fight early on. So Franklin needs to step up and match that physicality of Taunton. Pete.
Checking the stats, Nippon, here in the first quarter, Franklin has had 5 turnovers. That's resulted in 6 Taunton points. So that was a big factor. Taunton's turned over 4, only resulting in 1 point for Franklin. Franklin shooting from the field 3 for 8, 37%. Taunton 3 for 6, 50%. And for 3-point shots, Franklin 2 for 4. Taunton is 0 for 1. There was a foul on that. And total rebounds, Franklin 7, Taunton 4. So the big 10-0 run and counting. Franklin has missed its last 4 field goals after starting the game 3-4. Our statistician tonight, Stephen Roysowicz, working remote. We thank him for the facts and figures. Always a great addition to our Franklin TV telecast. 3:04 to go. It's Taunton 12 and Franklin 11. After the timeout, see if the Panthers can regroup. Santos. Skasha. Carlucci. Deflected. Santos gets it. 5 to shoot. Skasha in the paint. He launches at the buzzer. It's good. Skasha gives the Panthers a 2-point lead, a 1-point lead. Rebound battle. It's controlled by Skasha. Skasha with 6 points today. There's Ben again. Down low. Nice catch by Carlucci. Skasha for 3. It's no good. Rebound soaring up for it was Alves. E.J. Alves goes by Santos. Reverse layup up and no good. Oh, he hung on the rim. That's a violation.
Yes.
Campbell just hung on the rim really needlessly. Didn't need to do it. That's offensive interference, basket interference.
Yeah, Franklin catches a break there. There was an opportunity for an offensive rebound, but Skasha playing really hard. I like to see it. He shielded the ball to lay it up and in, made something out of nothing, and then his presence on the defensive end really helps Franklin go in transition. Good minutes by Skasha early on.
Drive by Sullivan. It's blocked again by Campbell. He's got 2 blocks. Here's Thelker. Smoothly in the paint. His floater up and no good. Rebound Sullivan. He swings through. Campbell pokes at him and steals it. What a move by Campbell for Thelker, up and good. Oh my goodness, Campbell's got quick hands.
Yep.
8 for Thelker. Third lead change. Taunton by 1. Sullivan back for Santos. For Justice Samuels. Danny will launch a 3-ball and miss it wildly. Rebound Carlucci. He's got position, lays it up. No, it left him. Campbell altered the shot. Here's Thelker. Thelker with 8 points in the first quarter. 14-13 Taunton. Bounce pass is going to be caught by Thelker. Open look on the left side. That is good. A 3-ball put up by a sub, Max Neely, for 3. And Taunton has its largest lead at 4. 17-13. Santos drives the paint, lays it up. No, and he's going to be fouled by Neely. Third foul against Taunton. And at the line, shooting 2 will be Danny Santos. His first visit to the stripe. Franklin shot 4 free throws, made 3 so far. Santos will have 2 opportunities. 49.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. First one is good.
Definitely a relatively high-scoring first period, Pete. Not sure if Franklin wants to get in a track meet with Taunton. This is an offensively skilled team, averaging over 65 points per game. Franklin, like you said, hasn't cracked 50 this season.
Yeah,
so
well, they have cracked 50, but not more than 56. Santos with 1 more free throw. That is no good. Deep rebound, and Sullivan has it. Kyle Botla is in the game now for Franklin, as is Naz Johnson. Justice is tipped away. Tipped away there by, let's see, a Tiger, and that would be Max Neely. 41.1 second to go, 29 on the shot clock. Taunton 17, Franklin 14. From the Franklin High Gym, Samuels. Sullivan. Justice, top of the key. Botla in the paint, drives through, lays it up, and good. Botla off the bench for 2. 1 point game with 24 seconds to go. First quarter. Thelker picked up by Naz Johnson. This is E.J. Alves, takes a bump. A long 3 from the corner. Nothing but net by Dre Thelker. He's got 11 first quarter points. Santos just before the buzzer, maybe premature with the launch. And the rebound to no avail. And what a first quarter. After 1, the visitors from Taunton put up a 20 spot and Franklin 16. I thought Franklin had some momentum early on, but once Thelker got going, wow, 11 first quarter points. He had nothing after the first 3 minutes. Then, 11 in 5 minutes.
And it didn't take much for him to get going at all. He got started at the free throw line when he got fouled on that 3-point shoot. And you can see why Franklin is so aggressive in their closeouts, because in that last possession, Thelker only had an inch of that look. He only had a millisecond to shoot it off, and he found nothing but net. So Thelker making it rain early on. Franklin is going to have to contain him.
Well, we're here at the Franklin High Gym. It's 12:45 start. It has a feel of a college game, doesn't it?
Yeah,
just
it really
the
does.
Start time.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a holiday atmosphere, the start time.
Yeah, winter break, college bowl season. It's all the good things in the world.
Nice atmosphere. By the way, Coach C.J. Neely, the Victoria State champion, in the house here today. We'll get ready for the second quarter. It's Taunton 20 and Franklin 16. To take us through quarter number 2, here's my broadcast partner, Nippon Goyle.
Thank you so much, Pete. Again, here in Franklin, a great matchup. Hockomock League play is starting off, so every match means just more down the line. Franklin will keep their 5 they had on to end the first period with Botla, Santos, Sullivan, Samuels, and Johnson. Taunton starts with the ball moving from left to right across your screen. This is Max Neely, who drilled a 3 as we have stoppage. Looks like another clock issue.
Clock, yep.
So the officials will get that sorted out, and we'll resume play with an inbound on the near sideline. Taunton rolls out Amari Campbell, Max Neely, Dre Thelker, Nirvana Montero, and Kane Thelker. I wonder if there's a relation there, number 24. Montero on a Campbell on the baseline, swings it to the younger Thelker. Inside, good hands by Sullivan. Jump ball is the call. Possession error belongs to Franklin. They'll earn a possession.
Very nice defense, forcing that tie-up in the paint as they tried to take it down, did Taunton, but Franklin right on it for the turnover with the arrow pointing in their direction.
Samuels takes the seat on the bench. Crowley comes back in, playing with 2 fouls for Franklin. Santos, the ball handler, kicks out to Johnson. Johnson down to Botla. A lot of Tigers down there, a lot of contact as well. It'll stay Franklin ball on the baseline. Franklin gets into their set, looking for the first points of this period, trailing 4 early on. Johnson receives the pass out to Botla. Crowley calling for it. He has it in the near post. Putting some moves on Campbell. Nice spin inside. There was contact, and the foul is called on Amari Campbell. Great move by James Crowley to spin inside. Looked like he had an open shot for a second, but the contact by Campbell earns him 2 free throws.
He took it strong against Campbell. Campbell with several blocks already tonight, looking for another block, but he committed the foul.
Crowley is 2 for 2 on the night so far. Make it 3 for 3. Makes it 17-20 as Kane Thelker will take a seat. Last free throw rims out for Crowley. Rebound goes to Taunton. They want to move quick in transition. Nice closeout by Botla and Campbell. Interesting matchup here. It goes out to number 4, Neely. Now Campbell. Another sub in the game for Taunton will get you their name as there's a cross-court pass too high for Montero. Sails into the seats, and another turnover for Taunton.
Yeah, the Franklin defense has been strong, but their problem is shutting down Thelker with 11 out of their 20. But on the whole, Franklin's forced some turnovers. That's the 7th that they forced against the Tigers here today. Franklin's turned it over 6 times.
And now it's a matter of converting on those turnovers and capitalizing like Taunton has. As Santos receives the ball, 1 minute gone in the second period. Crowley moving for the screen, another foul. You can see the frustration from number 4, Max Neal. He just caught his hand in the cookie jar. It'll be his second foul.
That's the foul if you're Coach Colby Santos. You don't need to see your players do that. That's just away from the ball, nothing going on, just a careless foul. 2
early team fouls for Taunton. Again, any foul after 4, 2 free throws for the remainder of the period. There's some contact down on the far end. Sullivan went down. Now Santos down. Out to Sullivan. Thought about the 3 in the corner. Was able to get it out to Samuels. Nice ball movement by Franklin early on. Santos contested 3. Hits the rim. And the rebound still loose. It's able to gather by Taunton. And the timeout is called by Coach Santos. Look at the energy by the Tiger bench. They like the hustle, and they like their teammate going to the floor to retain possession.
The Panthers try to keep it alive on the offensive zone, but Taunton would have nothing of it, and players kind of falling before that on the court, and then the big pileup on the timeout called by Coach Colby Santos. An interesting coach. He played his hoops at Tabor Academy, played at James Madison University. What a powerhouse they are in sports. Just got knocked out of the football playoffs, but still a great year down there for JMU. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the Franklin lacrosse players is at James Madison, Carney.
Oh, yeah, Caitlin Carney. That's a good shout-out.
She's down there as well. Hey, let's take a look at some stats. Franklin shooting 5 for 16 from the field, 31%. Taunton, 6 of 12, 50%. On 2-point shots, Franklin 3 of 8, Taunton 4 of 9. Threes, Franklin 2 of 8, so they've hauled up 8 of them, made only 2. Taunton 2 of 3 rebounds, Franklin 11, Taunton 9. Turnovers, as we said, Taunton 7. Only 2 points for Franklin off those turnovers. That's a factor. You got to cash in on that. Franklin's turned it over 6 times, resulting in 8 points for the Tigers.
All right, after the timeout, Taunton resumes their possession. McNamara's back in the game as the ball handler for Taunton. Out to Thelker, Sullivan bodyguarding him. McNamara faking the move, now drives inside. Contested shot, no good. Rebound to Crowley. Santos trying to find a trailing Samuels, and the double team is applied. able to break it. They have an open man in the corner. It's Sullivan. Now Skasha sees a lane, floats it up, floats it in. Pretty touch by Ben Skasha.
Skasha now the leading scorer for Franklin with 8 points, 6 in the first period, 2 here.
It's a 1-point game. Franklin fighting back, 19-20. No points so far for Taunton. Delker looking to change that. He can't. And Samuels had the rebound for a second. He gathers it back. The Panthers looking to regain the lead here. Samuels looks for an open man to top the key. It's Crowley. Now the spin move and the rip away by Campbell. Man, is he a tough cookie inside the paint. Defensively soaring through the air with the blocks, and now trying to rip the ball away, forces a jump ball, and another possession for Taunton.
Remember earlier in the game, he had a nice one-on-one steal against Samuel, just picked it, and he has those very quick hands. Great leaper as well. Campbell scored 4 points.
The screen applied by number 12, Sire Duverna. That should be an interesting matchup with him and Crowley down in the paint. They're already talking 2 big men, as there was a foul on the play on Crowley. That's his third.
Oh, that's a tough one at 5:05. Yeah. The big guy, the center for Franklin, will take a seat with 3 fouls.
Delker this time, Skasha playing defense. Delker, the pushback, no good. Again, Delker not afraid of shoot it at all. He had 6 threes in their opener. Santos trying to respond. Oh, yeah! Danny Santos from the corner, his second 3 ball of the game. And it's a 2-point Franklin lead.
4th lead change of the game.
Delker tiptoes along the baseline. Foul is called. Looks like it's going to be called on Samuels with the contact along the baseline. So it just shows you how crafty Thelker is. He can really get you in foul trouble, and then if you lay off for a second, he's going to knock down a shot in your face.
Yeah, he's just a great player, period.
McNamara along the baseline looking for time. Contested ball. Again, the catch by Campbell. What a catch. He soared in the air and drew the foul by Jack Sullivan.
Sullivan couldn't believe it. He says he's appealing to Jeff Avalon. I was going for the ball. And that's his second foul. So fouls beginning to be a bit of an issue for Franklin. Crowley with 3 and Samuels with 2. Sullivan with 2.
In the span of about 30 seconds, you have 3 fouls by Franklin with 4.5 to go in the first half. Montero looking for Duverna. Hit a leg of a Franklin player, so it'll stay with Taunton.
It looked like the refs were letting things go, but very tight here in the last couple of minutes.
McNamara again for Taunton. Their offense has been stymied for these first 3.5 minutes, but no longer, yes, longer. Montero, he had a good look, couldn't convert. Carlucci out to Santos. Sullivan, an open look. No good. And there is Campbell again. He's doing everything for Taunton. Sullivan picks off the pass. Skasha, 2-1 for Franklin. Errant pass, but Skasha can't atone for his sins, and it goes out of bounds to Taunton. They had a look right there, Pete. The pass was just a little too far for Samuels, and he had to reach back and couldn't put it up and in.
Right, he had to just gather his body to even just put a hand on the ball, which he did get it to a teammate, but not a good chance there for the Panthers after that errant setup intended for Justice Samuels.
It's another example of can't capitalize on turnovers. Delker can't capitalize either, but the offensive rebound goes to Taunton. Santos, good defense applied. Now Sullivan flies into Thelker. Thelker down Broadway, gliding, and he draws the foul on Carlucci. My goodness, Dre Thelker already deep in his bag.
What a move by Thelker. He had a lane, but what he did is he drew contact, just let the defense come to him, and then he goes up strong. And the foul again on Carlucci, only his first, but the Panthers now with 4. We've just gone over the midway point of this period.
So for the remainder of these 3 minutes and 35 seconds, any foul applied by Franklin will result in 2 free throws for Taunton. And Thelker has made a living at the free throw line so far this game. He goes 2 for 2 again. And it's tied up. All 2s on the scoreboard, 22 all.
Second tie of the game. We've had 4 lead changes.
Skasha with a handoff to Santos. Again, tight defense. Samuels trying to leak free. Carlucci thought for a moment, has an open Santos. Can he hit his third triple? No. And the rebound to Montero. And another foul. Looks like it's going to be on Samuels again. Coach Masso, hands on his head, does not like that at all.
No, they're going to call it on Skasha. The Panthers caught a break because I thought Samuels was right in there on the play, but it's going to be on Skasha, his first. Otherwise, the front court of Franklin would have had 2 players with 3, but it's on Skasha.
So now at the free throw line for Taunton is number 11, Nirvana Montero. First one rattles out. Samuels will stay in the game playing with 2 fouls. Crowley's sitting down with 3, and that is huge. Your 2 primary big men in foul trouble early on. He hits the second, so Taunton regains the lead, 23-22.
5th lead change of the game.
Franklin gets into their set, lots of motion. Skasha leaks out. Now Samuels out to Carlucci. Carlucci trying to take it himself. Through contact, banked it up, drew the foul. Good move by Gio Carlucci, the sophomore, not afraid to spin inside through that physical Taunton defense and earn free throws.
Beautiful play. Now 3 fouls on Neely, Max Neely of Taunton, the first Tiger with 3. What I liked about the move by Carlucci, he switched hands in midair, goes from the left side to the right side. That's his dominant hand.
Carlucci misses the first. Campbell checks back in for Taunton, as does Kyle Botla for Justice Samuels. Carlucci's last free throw looking to tie it up. Gets the second. We are all tied at 23. Campbell, good hands by Skasha. Got all ball inside and forced the turnover. Skasha himself, coast to coast, banks it up and in. That play was all Ben Skasha.
Terrific play by Ben. He's in double figures now with 10 first-half points.
Inside, Montero, Botla flew in there, and the soft touch rolls in. Hand-to-hand action here for both teams as Botla's unguarded. Now takes it inside, rejected by Montero. Thelker with a crossover. Skasha closed out, fading away, left it short.
That was not a good shot by Thelker. He's put up some good ones, but that one was really...
Look at the defense. Franklin's got to watch out. And the errant pass goes out of bounds. Thelker making up for the poor shot with his defense.
Yes, he did.
Franklin turns it over.
Just going to say he was off balance on that shot. There was no movement of the ball. He just took it by himself, but another turnover. It's been a factor in the game.
25 all in the final 2 minutes, and look at the unforced errors here. Might just be everyone still in a fog from the holiday season. McNamara traveled right there. And Franklin has a chance to regain their composure.
We had a lot of scoring in the first period, not so much in this quarter. Franklin with 9, Taunton with only 5.
Carlucci inbounded on the far sideline, finds Skasha. Now they've moved Campbell on him and goes off of Skasha's, no, went off Campbell's foot. But Franklin stays with it. Now Carlucci will inbound. And already see Skasha and Campbell vying for their positioning. And Skasha leaks free. Campbell fell down trying to draw the offensive foul. And he swoops in to try and steal it. Bot able to regain, but there it's picked off. Down the other way, uncontested, the layup is good by E.J. Alves. More turnovers coming to hurt Franklin. Carlucci fell down, no contact, no foul. Trying to leak forward was Thelker. Campbell got a bit too fancy with that pass, and it goes out of bounds.
2 quick turnovers, 1 on each team there. Frantic pace on the floor here today. Taunton by 2.
1:19 to go, 27-25. It really has been a track meet early on with the high-speed play. Flying in there is Campbell again. He never gives up. His motor's at 100. Skasha not giving up either, left it short. And goes to Taunton. Carlucci was trying to bounce it off of a Tiger. Neither team able to get into a rhythm here.
No, the second quarter has been tough. Very contested shots, a lot of turnovers. Has not been clean like the first quarter.
McNamara, deep three, no good. Skasha with the rebound. Final minute of this first period. Santos a pretty crossover. Sullivan with a fake, drives inside, puts it up and in. Nice hesitation by Jack Sullivan, froze the defense and then found an open layup. It's tied up at 27, 43 seconds to go.
Sullivan's first 2 of the game.
Another uncontested deep three, no good. Ripped away by Sullivan. Shot clock's off. Franklin trying to leak forward. Johnson got it. Offensive foul. Drawing the foul is Evan Kane, seeing his first minutes of the game. What a move by him to put his body on the line. Johnson thought he had an N1.
There is a discussion here between the 2 officials. There is a discussion. Avalon was joined by Brum, and we'll see, could this possibly be up for grabs?
Yeah, Johnson's on the free throw line. He thinks he has an N1.
I know, but the call was offensive foul. But the official from the outside came in, Drew Brum, and is chatting it up with Avalon. Let's see what happens. I don't think they're going to do anything about it. I think Johnson is going to be forced to go on defense here in a moment.
Now looks like it. Johnson shaking his head, turns back.
Yep.
He didn't think he fouled him, but there was contact. It was a bang-bang play, tough to see.
I thought he was fouled, quite honestly, Nippon. I thought he drew the foul.
Okay.
I didn't see that guy cut in there in established position. But still, and I think that's what Masto was talking to Avalon, Avalon on the sideline there, trying to get a clarification. And both coaches each have the year of one official. How about that? One, it's Santos talking to Brum and Masto talking to Avalon. Here's an idea. What if they all got together and had one conversation?
Little group council meeting. So Masto trying to rally his troops. Franklin fighting through a bit of adversity here. With the stoppage, officials still talking about it. Coach Santos really getting an explanation here.
The offensive foul is over the limit. That doesn't count in the 2 shots.
No, it does not.
So that can't be what he's discussing. I'm not sure what Coach Santos was discussing with Avalon about. This still is now the scoring table is involved. I don't think it's a shot clock issue, although that's been an issue.
We're still figuring out. Now we see on the scoreboard a foul has been applied to number 4, Naz Johnson, which is his first, the offensive foul.
Right. So finally, after that break.
So Johnson comes out, Samuels takes his place, and looks like we're ready to resume play. Final 29.8 seconds here of the first half. Franklin currently up 29-27. Not sure if that 2 is going to stand. We'll see. 20 seconds to go, no shot clock here, and the offensive foul. Sullivan has hiked Campbell with some contact.
It's 2 on Campbell now. So Neely with 3 and Campbell with 2. That is the 4th foul now, but only 18 seconds to go against Taunton. Now another discussion.
Another stoppage. The clock ran for a second. They had to reset that back to about 18.6. Not
exactly a game you're going to send to the Basketball Hall of Fame after this one, as it's been sloppy and a lot of administrative issues too.
Yeah, and a lot of facets of the game, not just the product on the court, but hopefully the second half goes by a bit smoother. Another chance for Franklin to get the last shot of this period. and trying to expand their lead. Santos with 15 on the clock. Crosses the timeline, out to Sullivan. It's down to 10. Scastro's running free for a moment. Now Sullivan trying to find Santos. Great pass! Santos the underhanded layup. And that will do it for the first half. Long shot, no good by Campbell. Franklin ends it on a high note. Your score 31-27. Great vision from Jack Sullivan to find a cutting Danny Santos.
And Sullivan had to thread the needle. There was all kinds of bodies in between, hands waving. You know that Taunton has a great defense, but Santos with a great catch first.
Yes.
Then the nice soft touch. And with that note, a rugged first half comes to a close with Franklin opening up a little mini run here. They have it by 4. I thought they hung tough. It was a dominant second period by Franklin because they outscored them 15-7. And that was, it could have gotten away so easily. This is such a high explosive team for Taunton. But Franklin held in. And quick look at the stats, then we're going to take a break. Franklin shooting from the field, 11 of 27. Taunton, 8 of 22. I thought Nippon Felker missed a few shots that he had good looks on.
He did. I think he's going to make those shots in the second half, so Franklin is going to have to be aware of where he is on the court every second.
3 points, Franklin 3 of 11, 27%. Taunton 2 of 7 for 28. Total rebounds, Franklin 18, so they're hanging with Taunton 16. And turnovers, a lot of them, 12 for Taunton in the game, 10 for Franklin. Points off turnovers, Taunton 10 off the Franklin turnovers, 6 for Franklin. So one thing that Stephen is explaining to us, that it looks like they gave Johnson the hoop.
That's what I was wondering, because
Yeah.
I saw on the clock it was 29-27. Before it was 27 all before the basket by Johnson. They didn't change that.
That would explain it. So here's what the issues could be. Santos for Taunton Tigers, their coach, was saying, why do you give him the hoop? And probably Master was saying, why do you call the offensive foul? Yeah, so that explained a great pickup by our statistician, Stephen Royswich, and that is the key, and that opens up the 4-point lead because I had it tied at 27.
Exactly.
And now it's, and so they gave the hoop to Johnson. Great look there. So Naz Johnson has 2, and that explains it. All right, we're going to take a break, catch our breath, and digest our New Year's Day food a little bit better, and come back for the exciting second half. The score at halftime is Franklin 31, Taunton 27. Stay tuned for more action on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. We'll be back in about 7.5 minutes. Welcome back to the Franklin High Gym, this matinee special between just after New Year's as we get the new season underway, the new year underway. Pete Royce, Nippon Goyle, our producer today, Chris Leverone. What a first half. Franklin with a explosion of some sort, 15 points in the second period, and they held Taunton, the high-powered offense, to 7. I thought that was a big factor. I thought Franklin got some supporting help in the game from Santos and Skasha, both nearing double figures if they're not there already.
Yeah, absolutely. Skasha leading away with 10 points. Santos has 9 points. So the two ball handlers for Franklin really stepping up for the Panthers. And then Crowley has 2 in the paint. Samuels has 2 as well. And they've gotten contributions from Johnson, Botland, and Sullivan. It seems like every time, Pete, Franklin has a response, Taunton answers. 5 ties, 8 lead changes. So no breathing room for either of these teams in the second half.
No, it should be a great second half. And here we go. From Franklin High, it'll be Gio Carlucci to get the second stanza underway. For Santos, pounded by the quick-handed Amari Campbell. Santos does cross the timeline. Skasha, what a first half he had. Justice Samuels will start the second half. Remember, Crowley, their starters, on the bench with 3 fouls. A 3-ball by Sullivan. That is no good. Skying was Carlucci. He tips it to Skasha. Great offensive rebound for the Panthers. Gio in the paint. Tries to get around. His pass is deflected. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Campbell. That's 3 on Amari.
And that's huge. Campbell has been Taunton's lifeblood on the defensive end, making nearly everything happen with 2 blocks to his own.
The Panthers will have it. It's going to be Sullivan for Skasha. Ben for Carlucci. Gio's not afraid to take it strong. Justice Samuels out deep. 23 on the shot clock. Ben Skasha around the screen. He's going to drive it in for Danny Santos for 3. Got it. Santos, the leading scorer for the Panthers now. Franklin up by 7.
Once more, it was the 2 main men for Franklin. Skasha with the kick out and Santos the conversion. His third 3 of the game, Pete.
Franklin on a 7-point run. Back the other way. No. Rebound Samuels. That was put up by Duverna. Justice Samuels gets the start in the second half. He did not start the game. He's made his presence felt here in quarter number 3. Sullivan strong to the foul line. And he'll kick it back out. Skasha and he drops it and loses it. Steal by Campbell ahead of the field, lays it up. No! As Justice Samuels altered the shot. 3-on-2 for Franklin coming through Sullivan. No! Rebound Duverna. This is racehorse hoops right now here in Franklin. McNamara bounce pass, nice catch, nice feed, and the layup is good. Oh, that's good ball movement, and Duverna gets his first 2, breaks a 7-point run for Franklin. Panthers up by 5, 34-29. Justice Samuels, man-to-man defense. Taunton went zone for a little bit, but mostly man-to-man. Samuels, he'll take the 3-ball from the top. That's short. Rebound kicked around. Santos has it in the paint. He'll come back out with it. New shot. Nice look down low for Carlucci, and he is hammered. Hammered by Montero. His second foul on Nirvana.
Good sportsmanship by Duverna, helping the Franklin player Carlucci get up. What a hard hit that was. Again, like you said, Pete, the frantic action that we saw in the first half, that hasn't deviated at all.
Carlucci, can he launch? No, he can't. He has to take a shot there. Up and good. Sullivan had to shoot it because his teammate was in the paint. And he dropped it in off the glass. Sullivan with his second field goal. Franklin by 7 again. Here's the drive, the layup there. That's no good. Rebound Santos. Danny will protect it over to Justice. Skasha in the look, right side, Carlucci for 3, got it! Carlucci gets it. Franklin has a 10-point lead. What an explosion here in the third quarter. 8-2 to start the second half.
What a fantastic way coming out of the locker room for Franklin on all ends of the floor, offensively, defensively, moving the ball around, getting open looks. Santos has played really hard. I've liked his style of play tonight, and you couldn't ask for a better start for the second half for Franklin.
Great hoop by Santos and a big three ball by Gio Carlucci. Did he measure that up or what? Franklin shooting 14 of 33 from the field, 42%. Taunton 9 of 26, 34%. Three-point shots, Franklin 5 of 15 for 33. Taunton 2 of 7 for 28. Total rebounds, Franklin, this is a factor, Nippon, 23-17 over the Tigers. Franklin doesn't have these huge skyscraping type of players. They work hard off the glass and they pull down their share.
Coming in to the second half, Franklin was leading that battle 18-16, Pete. So in this half, they have out-rebounded Taunton by a pretty hefty margin.
5-1. That's resulted in a spread now of 10 points. And through this all, Thelker has been quiet, not only in this period, but the second period. He had 2 points in the second period after filling the nets with 11 in period number 1.
It looked like he was in for another highlight game, Dre Thelker, after the 11-point period, but absolutely, he's been on the floor, and you can't really tell, honestly.
Yeah, the drive there is no good. Rebound is hit out by Samuels and out of bounds. He had to reach back for it. Couldn't quite control it. Kept it out of the offensive player's hands, however. It'll be inbounded for the new shot clock for the Taunton Tigers under Coach Colby Santos. Gets it out deep. Campbell, he's got 3 fouls in the paint. Strong defense. McNamara can't lose Santos. This is Thelker for 3. That's no good. Deep dunk. Oh, a good box out by Sullivan. He prevented Thelker from following up his own shot.
Yep, that's the second level thinking by Sullivan. And Thelker once more just looking to get it going. You saw an inch of space, took a shot again. Looked like he was forcing a few shots in the first half, and that trend is continuing, Pete.
Santos over the timeline. 4:48 to go in the third. Samuels, Justice, backing on Campbell, loops it for Sullivan. Nice catch by Skasha. 18 to shoot. Cross court for Justice. He's going to put it down on the plate. A 3-ball by Carlucci. That's no good. And the rebound is cleared in there by Campbell. And he loses it. Almost gets it back, but Sullivan will take it back. The steal by Skasha over to Sullivan. Panthers by 10, 4:18 to go in the third. Justice, this is strong defense by both teams. Justice takes it strong in the paint, floating through, kicks it back out. Carlucci fakes, he really faked Campbell out badly, and he draws the foul. I'm sorry, that was not Campbell he faked that, it was Duverna. And the foul is on McNamara. What a great drive, and Carlucci is hurt. Oh, he went down hard. He went down very hard. Trainer Jen out there, Coach Masto out there, and he just took a real hit. Physical game.
Yeah, it's not good at all for Carlucci. He was grabbing at his lower leg almost immediately when he hit the ground. Trainer Jen right there to help him out and hoping all was well for him.
Well, he was totally laying down. At least he's in the somewhat semi-seated position. Jen working on his left ankle. Oh, you don't want to lose Carlucci. You don't want to lose anybody, right? Carlucci, though, playing so hard.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because these last few sequences, he was the main energy for Franklin. It's good to see him get up on his 2 feet.
Well, he can't put any weight down on that left ankle. Being carried off, so to speak, with a lot of help. He'll take a seat on the bench. So Coach Masto will have a chance to find somebody who can step up. We'll see who he goes to. He's going to Crowley. So Crowley re-enters with 3 fouls with 4:06 to go in the third. I'm sorry. Yeah, and Crowley will have to shoot the free throw. Interesting.
And that probably means we're not going to see Carlucci for the remainder of today at least. Crowley having to step up for the free throw.
Crowley is 3 for 4 from the line. He'll shoot in place of Gio Carlucci, unfortunately, who's been injured. First one by Crowley is no good. So he's 3 of 5. Made his first 3, missed his last 2. Tough coming in off the bench. He did not play up until this point of the third quarter. Played a lot in the first half till he had foul trouble with 5:05 to go in the half. Trying to give Franklin an 11-point lead, and he does not. Rebound controlled by Campbell and forced out by Sullivan off of Campbell. What a play by Jack Sullivan.
That's just next level senior player, team captain, always knowing where the ball is, never giving up on the play. Great heads up by Jack Sullivan.
We've seen Campbell have quick hands. How about Sullivan's quick fists on that one? Out to Crowley. This is Skasha for the cutting. Sullivan lays it up and in. Jack Sullivan, the Jack Sullivan show. The Panthers have their largest lead of the day at 12. Felker made the move. He had a good look. He missed it. Here's Campbell. It's Crowley lays it up. The Panthers with great fast break ball movement. They have it by 14, their largest lead of the game.
Only 2 points scored in this period by Taunton so far.
And Felker has been really a non-factor in the last couple of periods. The rebound there, the shot. Oh, what a spin move by Alves. Backward layup is good. It breaks a 9-point run for the Panthers, 9 in a row. Here's the drive by Sullivan, lays it up and in. Sullivan with 6 points in the quarter. Back to 14. 45-31. McNamara, almost a steal by Skasha. It's down low, it's out of bounds. Good defense by Ben Skasha. And the Panthers force another turnover.
Franklin hasn't lost a step defensively so far. This has been nearly a perfect third quarter played by this team. Just the energy they're playing with, and they're playing connected, Pete. That's the main difference.
And on the other hand, Taunton's become unglued. Here's the drive by Skasha. Heavy contact, no foul there. And they let him go. This is Neely playing with 3. Skasha takes a poke at it. Neely will get a new dribble. 2:36 to go in the quarter. Franklin 45, Taunton 31. Nice move by Campbell, and he's going to be fouled. If it's on Crowley, that's 4. No, it's not. It's going to be on Skasha. That's 2. See if they give shots or not. I thought he was in the act. Yes, he was in the act. So this will be 2 shots for Amari Campbell. He's 2 for 3 from the stripe. 2:32 to go. Second foul, as we said, on Ben Skasha. What a game he's had with 10 points. Free throw up. That's good. And checking in is Naz Johnson, and going out is Jack Sullivan. What a quarter he had. 6 points, steals, played tough. Second free throw. That's also good. Kind of a nonchalant launch there, but it worked. 12-point game. Johnson, Naz takes it strong to the hoop, lays it up. No. And a late call there, I thought.
Yep.
I think the call is going to be on Alves, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, E.J. Alves. And Naz Johnson took it strong to the hoop. He'll get 2. 2:25 to go. Franklin 45, Taunton 33. Big Hockomock League game. Johnson misses. When you play Taunton, you're playing a team with probably the largest population of any school in the Hockomock. Just huge.
And it shows when you go to their visiting gym, that Taunton High School gym.
Yeah.
It's a coliseum. It's really echoing. But Franklin's had their way with Taunton early on in these past few years, Pete. They've won 8 in a row going back to 2022.
Here's the drive by Campbell against Johnson, and he draws a foul. That's going to be on Johnson. That's number 2 on Naz. Let's see, they're going to put him on the line. They will. Said he was shooting, so back at the line. The free throw, I'm not sure you want to teach a free throw the way that he launches it so nonchalant, but that one misses. He had made 3 in a row. Amari Campbell. 4 fouls on Taunton, 2 against the Panthers with 2:17 to go in the quarter. Second free throw, that is good. So he makes another one. He's got 7, mostly from the line. 3 in a row scored. Coming into the game is Kyle Botla, and going out is Naz Johnson. 3 points in a row, a mini run for Taunton. Samuels, and almost a steal. That's going to be a foul. Checking into the game was Jordan Murray, and he gets a foul. Murray with a foul. And that's going to be shots now. That's the problem with all those fouls. Franklin will be at the line the rest of the period.
Yeah, Murray, a freshman, getting some of his first action into the game. that is an underclassman mistake, knowing that you're in the penalty and then still committing that over-the-back foul a bit too aggressive.
So Kyle Botla will be at the line shooting 2 with 2:13 to go in the quarter. The matinee crowd looks on. The first free throw is in the air. It is good. Botla has 3 now. Ends that little mini run of 3.
Pete, it seems like this game has either been at 100 or 0. It's grinded to a halt these past few minutes.
Oh, that's way short. And Justice Samuels keeps it alive for Crowley. Samuels goes over the top and scores it. The rebound of the game by Justice Samuels. What a play by Justice. Here's Campbell back. Offensive foul. Yes! That's number 4 on Campbell. A delayed call by Avalon, but it's no, that's not. It's not going to be on. I'm sorry, that's not be on Campbell. It's going to be on Alves. I thought that was Campbell driving, but apparently not. It was on Alves, so my pardon. It's not 4 on Campbell. He still has 3. But it is an offensive foul, so there'll not be shots involved. Timeout called by Colby Santos. And, wow, 48-34. Since the first period, it's been 14 points total for Taunton over the next 2 periods. Second half, Franklin shooting 7 of 13 from the field, 53%, 2 of 8. The factor there is only 8 shots, Nippon. That's a key factor. How can you only launch 8 in the quarter?
That's stunning. Taunton has had trouble retaining possession of the ball, moving it around, and it's a testament to Franklin's defense. We've seen so many stops this play. They're simply playing harder than Taunton in this period, Pete, with the fouls, with the conversions on the offensive end. It's really great to see. It's been an excellent period for Franklin. Coach Masto has been celebrating up and down that sideline, and for good reason.
The Franklin rebounding has been a real strength in this game. 28 boards to 21 for Taunton. And offensive rebounds, Franklin 10 for Taunton's 3. That's a big factor. Turnovers, Franklin has now forced 15 Taunton turnovers. Taunton has forced 11 Franklin turnovers. And we play on here with a big third period brewing for the Panthers with 1:58 to go. And Thelker has not been in the game for a while. Don't know what's up with him. He's on the bench.
It's been a similar script for Taunton these past 2 periods. After they exploded for 20 in the first, Pete, 7 points in the second period. They only have 7 points here in this third.
Crowley back in the game, takes it strong to the hoop. He's good, and he's fouled on the play. Crowley has his 7th point. The foul is going to be on Duverna, his first, and Crowley has given the Panthers a 16-point lead. He'll get a free throw opportunity. James Crowley saddled with foul trouble. Misses. Franklin's had a problem with the line tonight. Nippon, that's been an issue.
Yep.
A steal by Botla. Kyle Botla, player charging on him. He lays it up. It's good. I thought there was contact.
I thought he was fouled on that play as well.
Franklin by 18. A 7-point run in this quarter. Franklin on defense now in the paint. Kicked around, picked up by Duverna for Montero. And now Max Neely drives, picked up by Santos. A 3-ball by Alves, that's no good. And it's going to be kicked around, player goes down. Here's a fast break for Botla. Defense coming, Botla stops, and that's a new rule this year. You can't slam the backboard like that. And Botla gets the 2. And the thing is, the ball had already missed, but it was still kind of that act. A 20-point lead for the Panthers, a 9-point run. They've had a 23-point period. Wow.
This might be the best quarter that Franklin has put together all season, Pete.
Alves drives, he's bottled up. Neely, and now Thelker is back in the game. Also in the game is Evan Kane, number 1. Under a minute left. Bumping around is Montero for Thelker. Thelker crosses, can't shoot. Kane can't shoot. He's going to take it to the paint. Drops it over for Alves. He's going to be fouled by Opong, who's in the game. Jeffrey Opong commits his first foul. The big 6'7" senior forward. And that's the third foul on the Panthers, so they had a foul to give. Ball in play for Thelker. Dre in the paint, and I thought maybe foul, dragged a foot, but no call. There's the jump shot for three, and that is good by Alves. He's got 7. It breaks a 9-point run for Franklin with 28 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Ben Skasha. Between the legs dribble. Botla. Cross court. Skasha for 3 from the top. That rims out. Rebound is controlled, and it's going to be a foul on Botla. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Botla fouled him. They had a foul to give, and it did kind of stop the potential fast break, so maybe not a bad foul.
Not a terrible foul at all. You got to
Franklin.
force Taunton to go all the way back.
12.7 seconds to go in this quarter. Dre Thelker with the ball has not yet scored. He's got 8 seconds to change that. This is Montero, his floater up and good. Montero drops it home. And with 1 second to go from midcourt, it's good if it goes. I thought he was fouled. Oh, I thought he was fouled on that shot. It's no call there. We play on. The third quarter comes to a close. Franklin puts up a 23 spot, and they hold the Tigers to 12. And Franklin with the big lead, 54-39. Taunton scored the last 4 points of the game to make it a 15-point game at halftime, at third quarter break. Checking the scoreboard is Santos with 12, Skasha with 10, Sullivan with 8, Botla with 7, and Crowley with 7. I call that balanced scoring for Franklin. How do you defend that, Nafad?
You can't. It's really tough because when you have so many guys that can make those shots, you draw the defense in, it's really hard because there's going to be at least someone open willing to make a play. And really, that's what stood out to me in that period, Pete. Franklin's unselfishness. They moved the ball around so well on the offensive line. They had great open looks, and that goes to what Coach Masto said. They've had good looks, just hasn't converting them. Look at that right there. 8 of 11 in that period, shooting 2-point field goals, 72%. Incredible efficiency.
The other factor, Nippon, Dre Thelker, that period, no points. Okay, Nippon Goyle has the call. Who'll bring us home. 8 minutes to go. Franklin 54, Taunton 39.
Thank you so much, Pete. Franklin looking to get back to 500 on the season. They're up by 15 against Taunton as we make the turn for home. Evan Kane has it for the Tigers, swings it to Montero. Ball is on the turf for a second, spinning around, banking it up and in. Montero with 4 straight points. It's a 6-0 run for the Tigers. They've cut it to 13. Samuels with a handoff to Jack Sullivan. Now Kyle Botla at the top of the key. Intensity ramping up. Skasha with a look from the top of the key. No good. Botla, good hand in there to force the offensive rebound. Now Skasha inside. Draws contact and has free throws.
I don't know how Ben Skasha does it. He's not the tallest player on the court, not built like a pro wrestler, but boy, does he get the job done. Not afraid to take to the paint. Third foul of the game on Alves.
With all these players, there's something different to commend about them, to laud them for. For Sullivan, he's been a spark plug offensively, but he's also accepted the assignment of guarding Thelker. Not an easy assignment at all, perhaps the hardest in the Hockomock League. He's held his own. For Skasha, really doing well on the offensive side, shooting the ball well, and also playing hard defense. So the Panthers hurting Taunton in multiple different ways, and there they do as well. Offensive rebound to Botla. Double team there, and a timeout by Coach Masto, helping his player out. They'll go back to the drawing board. 7:21 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Franklin 55, Taunton 41.
The free throw by Skasha ended a 6-point run. Take a look at some statistics here. Second chance points. This is incredible. Thanks, Stephen, for this. Franklin, 12 points to Taunton, 3. Taunton has some great athletes. How they've only had 3 second chance points is a great tribute to Franklin clearing that ball out of there. They lead the rebounding battle, and that's what is a factor in why such little bit production on the second chance points.
And it was tight early on in the first half. Rebounds were about even. Second chance points were about even. But Franklin has just kicked it into another gear and been able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Franklin has out-rebounded Taunton 30-23. free throws is an issue, though, Nippon. Franklin shooting 42% from the line, 8 of 19. Oh, you got to work on that tomorrow in practice.
I always go back to the example season opener this year against Oliver Ames. They were 2 for 10 in the first half, Franklin was. And again, when you're shooting 2 for 10, you're giving yourself already a deep hole to claw back from. It's hard to come back from not making those free shots. Santos to inbound it, finds Samuels. Now the handoff back to Santos. Skash on the far wing. Samuels trying to run some action. Drawing Alves in. Sullivan motions out Botla. Shot clock's down to 18. Samuels looking to make his move inside. Ball is loose and scooped up by Neely. Foul is applied by Skasha. So that'll be Ben Skasha's third. Plenty of Panthers in potential foul trouble with 2 fouls, 3 fouls. It's been a really physical game.
It has Crowley with 3, still hanging in with his 3. He's
deep
not
3 from Neely, good! Straight away, Max Neely, his second 3 ball. It's an 11-point game. Taunton not out of it just yet.
It's interesting, they get some help besides somebody named Thelker.
Crowley getting set to check back in for Franklin. They find Sullivan, out to Botla, corner 3, no good. Hands by Skasha, look at that. He found the ball somehow, but it's ripped away by Alves. And another foul. That's going to be 4 for Skasha. That's huge.
Yep, just a little bit of a frustration foul. He almost had the steal with terrific hands. He's going to come out with his 4 fouls, and Crowley with 3 will come back in. Just an unfortunate sequence, and Skasha with the frustration foul. That's 3 on Franklin, but 4 on Taunton here in this period. 6:24 to go.
Here's Thelker, gets it knocked out by Sullivan. The active hands by number 10.
Nice play by Sullivan as Thelker tried to take him in one-on-one into the paint.
Evan Kane guarding Danny Santos. Out to Nas Johnson. Santos thought for a moment, now they go down to Crowley. Putting a body into Alves, a lot of hand fighting through the contact. Crowley falls down and draws the foul.
I don't know how he kept the pivot foot in place on this beautiful Franklin court, but he did. And he draws the foul, and that's going to be on Alves. That's 4 on him. Tremendous body control by Crowley. He's missed his last 4 free throws, however, after making his first 3.
Let's see if he can break that trend. Yes. Hence the run makes it 56-44 Franklin. And that's what you want to see when you get close to winning time. Crowley goes 2 for 2 from the line. Franklin opening up a 13-point lead. Thelker out. It's picked off by Johnson. Great hands. Out to Crowley. Has a man in the corner. It's Sullivan. Good!
Sullivan with a tremendous second half. He's got 9 points in the half.
60-44 Franklin. Thelker trying to do anything inside, and he draws the foul. Blocking foul is called on Crowley. If that is on Crowley, that's his 4th, so he'll also be 1 more away.
Well,
it is.
Thelker, no points in this half, but he's at the line shooting 2. He'll give, hopefully, for his sake, a clinic on how to shoot a free throw. He's 6 for 7 from the line today. Looking for his first point of the half. That's really something, huh?
And he still can't get it. Botla checks in the game for Crowley, playing with those 4 fouls. Brett McNamara also comes in for Taunton. 5.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and Dre Thelker has 1 point in the second half for Taunton, the Hockomock League's leading scorer. How about that? Able to break the presses, Franklin Johnson down to Botla. Great hands. Sullivan, fake, take. Oh, it's short. And hand fighting in there. Alves is in there once more. Taunton emerges from the pack with a ball. Montero with the speed out there. Great hands by Santos, knocking away out of bounds.
Block for Santos. Great speed there by Alves. He just turned it into a high gear, but Santos, give him credit, he hung with him.
Yeah. Stride for stride, Danny Santos was there. As McNamara will inbound it on the baseline. Franklin each covering their men. Montero is free for a moment. Johnson recovers. McNamara on the taller Santos. Acrobatic move. He couldn't get it to go.
I think there's going to be a foul on Johnson. I think he grabbed he grabbed the offensive player, and they caught him. Avalon made a good call on that.
So it's Naz Johnson's third foul of the game. Well, the timeout on the floor. It's called by Colby Santos. His Tigers trailing by 15 here with 5 minutes exactly to go. 60-45, free throws incoming. Taunton looking for a big run.
Franklin's coach, Mike Masto, and the fans look up at the scoreboard. They see something they haven't seen all season, a 60 spot on the home side. Whether it was home or away, Franklin's never had more than 56 points in any game. Here with 5 minutes straight up left in the fourth, they're ready to put up 60. That's a big factor. I bet a bit of relief for Masto.
It's a big step forward. Coach Masto said after the Winchester game is that, they had good looks. When you hold a team to 46, you're going to like where you're at. And when the shots aren't falling, especially on those open looks, it gets tough. Franklin has had those open looks. They've converted, and they'll look to build on that with another Hawk opponent they should be favored against in North Attleboro coming up on Monday.
And give Taunton credit to Nippon. They had a 10-1 run in this quarter.
Yeah.
And they could have been, waving goodbye and warming up the bus, but as it stands, the run has kept them within range, but it's still not that close.
Felker inbounds to Montero. Now McNamara gathers. Moving in on Santos once more. Back out to Alves. And now Neely, crossover, pull-up jumper from the mid-range. No good. Rebound to Sullivan. Johnson crosses midcourt, back to Jack Sullivan. Kyle Botla in the corner to Danny Santos. Sullivan with the fake, making his move inside. There was contact, no good. Samuels again, a strong rebound, cleans it up. Justice Samuels getting active in the paint.
Beautiful play. Two things, the hoop and the long time off the play clock, and the shot clock, the game clock in that possession.
Another turnover and more chances for Franklin to run time off, but Johnson just can't corral the pass in, and Franklin turns it over.
A lot of spin on that ball on the attempted assist by Danny Santos. Johnson just couldn't get a handle on it. Turnover goes the other way.
Now with Franklin up 17 with 4 minutes to go, the clock definitely becoming a factor as Campbell comes in. Soren can't get it to go. McNamara the rebound. Botla was over his back, and he will be called for that foul.
For Kyle, that is his second foul. And once again, Dre Thelker is on the bench for Taunton with 2 points in the half after exploding for 11 in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can see him on the sideline, definitely frustrated based on his body language. As the free throw is no good by McNamara. 3:54 to go. What will help Taunton out is that was Franklin's fifth foul of the period committed. So, again, more fouls by Franklin will result in more free throws with the clock stopped for Taunton.
I think I misspoke earlier. I said Taunton with 4. They had not 4. They only have committed 2 fouls in this quarter.
But again, McNamara going 0 for 2, so can't capitalize on those free throws. And Franklin can run some more time off. Sullivan with a look, smartly decides to forego it. Santos can't answer. And the rebound to McNamara. Big pass, Johnson taking it away. Was never controlled by Montero. Santos with 3.5 to go, out to Johnson. Franklin content to hold this ball for as long as they like. Up by 17. Santos surveys his option, finds Crowley. Shot clock's down at 10. Crowley taking it inside. Now Johnson sees a lane. Kick out. Open. Samuels 3. It's short. And the rebound, Campbell streaking forward. Unadulterated is McNamara, missing the layup.
Wow, Santos was there. He didn't challenge McNamara, and McNamara just couldn't drop it home. He might have looked at Santos, the big 6'5" frame coming on him. Might have been altered in his thought attempt.
Sometimes you just have too much space, too much time. That's when you overthink it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Santos with Franklin again, just bleeding this clock down. It's down to 2.5 minutes now. Johnson back out to Sullivan. Shot clock's down to 5. Pull up 3. Santos, no good. Rebound to Campbell, and he got tripped by Johnson, looked like.
Yep, not a good foul by Naz. That's going to stop the clock and result in 2 free throws, and also Johnson's 4th foul. Not a good foul there.
So Campbell heads to the line. Thelker stays on the bench, and the way this game has gone, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the last we see of him for this game. Yeah. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, could be.
First free throw goes down for Campbell. We will see a Thelker in the game, but it's not Dre, it's Kane, number 24, the sophomore. And then Alves check in the game for McNamara and Duverna.
This is the 9th free throw of the game for Campbell. He has a way to get to the line, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Misses the second, rebound goes to Samuels.
I love the game when Juan Samuels has played here today. Not a lot of points, but such a factor off the glass and defensively.
He stepped up like a captain and impacted the game in so many different ways as Justice Samuels. Skasha holding it out to Santos, looking to put the finishing touches on. A true team victory.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was a team effort here today.
Another turnover. Campbell down with Santos contesting, puts it up and in. Taunton makes it 62-48. Pass goes over the head of Samuels, and Montero recovers. Kane Thelker for 3. Can't knock it down. And the rebound goes to Crowley, urging his teammates to slow it down. Take it easy.
Yeah, that's a good move by the senior Campbell. He didn't like the sequence and the turnovers and all.
And now Taunton not really applying any pressure here. 1:14 to go, 18 on the shot clock. Down low, it's picked off. Franklin again getting a bit too cute. Montero with the gather and the make. It's a 12-point game, so it's 60 seconds to go. Taunton still not giving up and still playing hard to the final whistle.
Yeah, you love to see it. 2 teams going out. Good amateur sports here on display at Franklin High.
Santos out to Sullivan. We can run this down to about 20 seconds. Back to Skasha. Shot clock's down to 10 now. Santos with a fadeaway. Jay goods in. Nice move by Danny Santos. And he comes back on defense to pick the pass off.
The Panthers can run out the clock.
Yep. Shot clock is gone. Taunton not fouling. Crowley will hold it in the near corner. And the crowd will start to salute their Franklin Panthers, as is Coach Mike Masto. Loving the effort from his group today. The clock will continue to tick down. It'll hit triple zeros, and that will do it. The Panthers enter 2026 1-0. A great win, a great team win for the Panthers. They cap it off 64-50 against Taunton, move to 3-3 on the season. And with Hawk-Mock League play starting soon, Franklin is saying, don't count us out just yet.
Franklin with 5 players in double figures or close to it, and that was the key to their team victory. Nippon, Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you, I'm sure, a few more games before you head back to the big city.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure coming here back to Franklin, cheering on the team, and it was great to see the performance put on today. The final score, excuse me, Pete.
Yeah. It's 64-50. Franklin on the verge of 14 second chance points, has a 14-point win. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, fans. I'd like to thank our statistician. What a job he did tonight, Stephen Royswich. Our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight is Chris Leverone. This is Pete Roy saying so long and Happy New Year from Franklin High. The final score for the final time today, Franklin 64 and Taunton 50. Till next time, so long, neighbors.